Always remember you are never alone. Jesus is always by your side, guiding you, strengthening you, and loving you every step of the way. Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Do not fear, for I am with you. This phrase is a divine assurance of God's presence, a recurring theme throughout Scripture. The command "do not fear" is often given to God's people in times of distress or uncertainty. In the historical context, the Israelites faced threats from powerful empires like Assyria and Babylon. God's presence is a source of comfort and courage, echoing his promise to be with his people as seen in Joshua 1:9 and Matthew 28:20. The assurance of God's presence is foundational as it signifies his protection and guidance. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. This phrase emphasizes the personal relationship between God and his people. The use of your God signifies a covenant relationship, reminding the Israelites of the promises made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It reflects the exclusivity of worship and reliance on Yahweh, contrasting with the surrounding nations' idolatry. This assurance is not just about God's presence, but his identity as their God, who is sovereign and faithful. It connects to passages like Psalm 46:10, where God calls his people to recognize his sovereignty. I will strengthen you. Here God promises to provide the strength needed to face challenges. This strength is not merely physical, but encompasses emotional and spiritual fortitude. In the biblical narrative, God often empowers individuals for his purposes, as seen with figures like Moses and David. This promise is a reminder that human weakness is met with divine strength, as echoed in 2 Corinthians 12:9, where God's power is made perfect in weakness. I will surely help you. The certainty of God's help is emphasized with the word surely, indicating his unwavering commitment. This assurance is vital for a people who often found themselves in dire situations. God's help is not passive but active intervention in the lives of his people. This promise is seen throughout the Psalms, such as Psalm 121, verse 2, where the psalmist declares that help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. The righteous right hand symbolizes God's power and justice. In ancient Near Eastern culture, the right hand was associated with strength and authority. God's righteousness ensures that his actions are just and faithful. This imagery is used in Exodus 15:6, where God's right hand is described as glorious in power. The promise to uphold signifies God's sustaining power, ensuring that his people are not overwhelmed by their circumstances. This phrase also foreshadows the ultimate deliverance through Jesus Christ, who sits at the right hand of God, as mentioned in Hebrews 1:3. God's presence dispels fear. Understanding that God is with us can alleviate our fears. His presence is a constant source of comfort and courage. God promises to strengthen us, especially in our moments of weakness. We can rely on his power rather than our own. God's promise to help us is a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. He is actively involved in our lives, assurance of help. God's promise to help us is a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. He is actively involved in our lives. Upholding righteousness. God's right hand of righteousness signifies his commitment to justice and moral integrity. We are called to trust in his righteous ways. Faith over dismay. When faced with dismay, we are encouraged to have faith in God's promises and his unchanging nature.